In this video, we're going to walk through the invoiced versus estimated dollar report and talk a little bit about the importance of the report. First, let's navigate to the TRACS reporting icon and make our way down to the productivity report section. At the very top here, we're going to see our invoiced versus estimated dollar report for the service writing team. And we're going to see our cascading quick tiles here horizontally. Now we're going to look at today by example. Of course, we can run it for a longer period of time, and we could also whittle it down to specific individuals. We don't have to run it for the entire team for a composite view. Now let's talk about the importance of this report. The industry average for the number of dollars that a service advisor is estimating over and above what they sell is about 3.5 times. So when we look at our invoice dollar report, we're going to look at our shop total. Do we reach the 3.5 time threshold? And we see a $6,300 total invoice for the day. We see estimated dollars at $15,428. So at this point, we're being at that 41 percentile. We're falling a little bit short, but we're certainly doing our job. We're estimating. Now, how do we contribute to that? We are again at our 170% perspective. So we're going to zoom out just a bit here. So if you use binoculars at the dinner table to look at the menu, we apologize. This should be still viewable by all of us, but I want to give you a composite view, and this is the best angle to do so. So here we have it. We see our total shop at the top, but how does this break down to the individuals? Now, when you're managing a service counter, and we're going to use a little bit different method than the age-old beatings will continue until morale improves method. We've got some folks out there that carry the weight, and we got some out there that are riding on the coattails. But here we have a clear-cut, factual example of who's doing what work, and we can see who's pulling the load. We've got service advisor number 1. Not too many examples here. We're looking at just a couple of repair orders each. Now, keep in mind, this is one day and not a complete day. This is up to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But you see that we have $421 in invoice. Now, 3.5 times that amount is going to put us under that amount, but we're looking at the total dollars estimated. We're doing not too bad right there. But if we looked at taking the 3.5 times route to service advisor number 2, we're falling a little bit short here because we should certainly be in around the $3,500 category at $1,000 invoiced. But we see we're falling short here in service advisor number 3. But here's where the rubber meets the road. If you find somebody that is doing their job, they're estimating their dollars, and we're not following the beatings will continue until morale improves, the whole purpose of this is to ensure that we are in fact doing estimates. And I don't know if you can relate to this, but finding a customer walking back in your front door, looking at recommended services at the bottom of an invoice, scratching their head saying, well, nobody told me I needed brake work. That should boil your blood, in my opinion. This is what this is all about, is looking at opportunities, making sure that we're estimating those dollars, and then looking at what the opportunities are to bring them back in. Now, it doesn't surprise us that our service manager down at the bottom of the screen here is doing a pretty decent job at this. Now, this might be why that individual is leading the pack. But this is a very powerful report. Now, we can run it multiple times during the day. We can run it for a longer period of time, which is going to give you a lot more information to look at. But at the end of the day, the coaching method of a composite view for the team, along with an individual analysis, that's why it's very handy, as you saw on the previous screen, to be able to individualize this report. Sit down with the individual and coach them and talk to them about the importance of estimation and why we do it. We don't want to swing for the fences on every single ticket. But if we're not estimating, we want to ask ourselves why we're not. What are the reasons? There may be some valid reasons, but not on every single ticket.